I'm playing against Tarvo 7. And one thing about Tarvo, obviously I know him, he's a very experienced Estonian international master. He is so predictable. He's so predictable. I know that Tarvo and a lot of Estonians, for some weird reason, they're big fans of the hyper-accelerated dragon. I have no idea why. Is there somebody from Estonia who can explain to me? Why on earth are you playing this opening? I don't get it. So I assume it must be some team effort. It must be some training camp where they work together on this opening. I mean, literally everybody is playing the hyper-accelerated dragon. It's not like it's a really cool opening, it's just not good. And I played specifically as Tarvo E4 in hopes that he's gonna play the hyper-accelerated. So G6, alright, there you go, let's do this. So I played E4 and C4, Marozzi bind. I love it, you know, I love it. And actually I made a special bootcamp about it. Bootcamp is my educational streams where I go through various topics. And one of the topics, one of the early bootcamps, GM Neiksans bootcamp, you can try to YouTube it, try to search. You're going to find it's number 4 or 5. I don't remember. How to destroy hyper-accelerated dragon with the Marozzi bind. It's a really, really cool idea. So the point is, I mean in a nutshell, so that you don't have to watch this 3-hour video, the point is to squeeze black of space. Space advantage is a very, very big topic and a very powerful tool if you know how to use it. So he played d6, okay, I know this tricky one of the moves. Bishop e6, I was like, what? What is bishop e6? Who played like this? Because bishop d7 normally is the normal move. Okay, whatever, I don't understand. He plays queen d6. I mean, what is this? Okay, I play queen d2. I mean, it can't be bad. Takes bishop h6. What are you doing? What is this? And after the game, I would ask, dear Tarvo, why you're doing this to yourself? Why are you going to this position? And he said, this was played by Jeffery Xiong. So Jeffrey, if you're watching this, I don't know what you're playing here, but this is not very good. I don't get this. The point is, maybe Jeffrey played it in one game. You know, I don't really get the point. But I'm very happy to enter this endgame. Obviously, queen h6 is queen d4. There's some counterplay. Fine, right? And you have weaknesses. And that's all I need, right? That's all I need. I need these weaknesses for the entire game. And one of the things, I think Jeffrey probably played it on some online blitz, whatever. I don't think he meant it as a very serious continuation. I don't think so, because Jeffrey is an extremely strong player, of course. Stronger than me. So, I'm never gonna jump in knight e5 early. And even if black has some decent control of those dark squares, these weaknesses, again, are going to remind themselves at the most inappropriate moment. So I simply play here, 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 here. And now, if you would, can you try to suggest a good setup for black? Because I could not. And poor Tarvo, he's sitting here for like 5, 7, 10 minutes out of 15 trying to understand why would Jeffrey play this, and he could not, because it's just not very clear what you're supposed to do. I mean, you don't have any counterplay at the queen side, you don't have any counterplay at the center. Yeah, you can play g5, knight e5, then what? And I want to play rook d1, rook e1, and 4 e5 at some point to get to these weaknesses. I don't know. So I played it very quickly, and after the opening I had 13 minutes, he had 3. So I thought that's it, 1-0. So he did try to put the knight on e5, put the knight on d7 back, and now I think about here he was playing on seconds, already on seconds. So he needs to watch out for e5, otherwise these weaknesses are going to become very weak and vulnerable, but I couldn't really find a way to crash through. I was thinking about knight e5. Takes and take with a pawn. To get to this pawn on e7. But then again, I felt if I do this, I never get to these pawns. Okay, maybe in some endgame like king c3, king b4, king b5. If I get the bishop on e6. But am I not rushing here? So I decided not to do it. I was seeking for some tricks, like knight c7, like knight e4. And eventually, things led to this moment. So I was maneuvering. Maybe I should have played e5 instantly, I don't know. I played here, trying to provoke some weaknesses. He plays knight c6. And I'm like, wait, the pawn is under attack, right? I mean, I can take it. There's nothing wrong with this. And I'm checking. Take. There's nothing wrong. Let's take it. Here. Oops. Okay, I have to admit this. I missed. It was so ridiculous. Because now after bishop f5, there's e6. I was like, what? What did just happen? I mean, did I just blunder? Because I have like 7 minutes on the clock. He has 10 seconds, literally. And I'm blundering my piece. I didn't really expect this. So I play here. I take on d6. And now it's his time to blunder. I mean, not sure if he had anything better. And after he takes on f5, he's thinking, I'm gonna take on f5, the third pawn. But there's the rook on c5, which is trapped. I mean, this is so funny, so weird. Actually, I don't know, maybe there's knight b4 fork. Knight b4, knight c5 are protected. Come on. So, I won this game. Yeah, after some adventures, I was able to organize 2 passed pawns, or even 3 passed pawns on the queen side, and the rest was really not very difficult technique, although Darvo was fighting until the very end, and now that's it. I promote my pawn. Quite funny line, and yeah, and after the game, as I already said, he said to me that it was all Jeffery Xiong's fault. So Jeffrey, if you're watching this, it's your fault.